Marketing has been a part of our society since the first time somebody tried to sell something. 50 years ago, it was billboards and posters. 20 years ago, it was witty commercials and public stunts that may or may not have caused a lot of damage to private property. Nowadays, marketing comes in the form of hiring some Gen Zer who's hip on modern slang and knows memes, and let them run the social media pages because they know what to do to attract younger audiences or just audiences as a whole. But there's one singular format that hasn't yet been seen as an official marketing strategy, but once it is, it will trump every other marketing strategy that I just mentioned. And that's because it's not ran by some hip Gen Zer, it's not ran by a marketing strategist, it's not ran by whoever can spend the most money doing the most outrageous stunt. It's made by the fans sitting in their bedrooms.
Where's my super suit?
Yep, I'm talking about the TikTok edit, the widely known, renowned TikTok edit, where it's just a collage of different scenes or different set pieces from whatever that person's favorite thing is, put together with some epic song of choosing in the background. The go-to song is the Kendrick Lamar mixed with some dude's beat. The beat is from some random producer. The producer's name is Low Vibe, dude, 19,000 followers. Nobody knows this guy. He's just a random dude made a mashup, and then it just happened to become like the most popular mashup song for these edits because the edits were also rising at the same time. If you like this video, please like down below, leave a comment if you want to share your opinion, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm not talking about just editing cool shit on top of something. Like, for example, one of the most popular edits, so to say, is the Uno edit, but the Uno edit isn't an edit in the format that I am talking about. The Uno edit is somebody editing just like an Uno match in the style of, I say, like an anime fight, and they do a lot of these. Those guys are also off the chain. Legendary J, he's big, 3.7 million. He does like these cool effects and fight scenes and stuff, so that's a different format. The format I'm talking about is literally just a collage. It's pretty much, imagine, like in the 90s, have collages has always been a thing, like just gathering a bunch of stuff that you like and putting it together in one place so you can see it all at once, because that's pretty much what these edits are. These edits are collages of people's favorite things back to back in rapid format. Now, of course, other people who also like these things are into it, but at the same time, I'm seeing edits of things that I had zero interest in before, and now I'm like hyped to watch it, but I also know at the same time it's not as hyped while watching yourself. But dude, these edits can make anything look cool.
They like, Lakia, why they sleeping on you so hard?
Don't give a fuck, I'm about to jump back in my go yard.
That's that bitch that keep pulling out them foreign cars.
I have zero interest in any boxing movies. The only boxing movie I actually like had real interest in was Real Steel, but that's because it was like sci-fi boxing. If it's just regular boxing, I couldn't care less. I just would rather just watch boxing. There was a Creed edit where they matched up each hit of the boxing fights with the song.
You better talk to your little pretty boy boyfriend, man. You get a VIP pass next to your pop talking to me like that.
What's your name? Green!
I got 100 on my desk.
Dude!
In my trunk, name in the grab bags for my
Oh, bro, disgusting. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck about this movie, but this shit, dude. And there's lots too. They build momentum and suspense with the beginning where you hear like the low key boom, boom, just the melody. And then it cuts in. They're so creative with these, but when he starts punching, dude,
like a cracker on the top of my binocular.
it's so smooth. It's so satisfying, dude. I'm getting chills. Eric AP, I'm gonna tag him. He makes other edits too. Puss in Boots, a kid's movie. I've never seen it. I have this saved. I didn't even know I had this saved. It's not liked because TikTok has a weird thing where they remove your likes, but
Bounty hunter. You are no bounty hunter. You are death. I just love the smell of fear.
hear how it matches up with the beat, how the cuts match with the beat and the things happening in the thing. Bro, when you speak to timing, and a lot of these edits work so well purely because of timing. Bro, I see marketing strategists, I see social media pages and ads mess this up so often. When you cut, the cut should be matched with the music. You shouldn't just be cutting willy-nilly while the music plays in the background. The music is not a backing track to whatever's going on. The music and the video work in tandem. They are together. So when you cut the video, it needs to be on the beat of the song. Timing is a big part of any form of editing. Timing is a thing with everything. Music needs to be perfectly timed. Painting needs to be perfectly timed. Dude, a lot of paintings, and a lot of people don't know this, professional painters, they know how long to wait for the paint to dry until they can paint over that paint so that it looks a certain way. Timing is everything. And these edits, they get timing down perfectly.
How do you know you're not looking at her?
And then it switches into Kung Fu Panda. What? It went from Puss in Boots to Kung Fu Panda? Ooh! Ooh! Dude, and that's such a cool thing. These edits, a lot of time, the most of them, I'd say almost all of them, are character edits. It's a portrayal of specific characters and how they act and how they feel, very emotional at the same time, and just cutting together how they are as a character. And then if you have already seen the thing, you fall back into the feeling you had when you originally saw that character in their medium. But if you haven't seen the thing yet, it's a very good introduction to that character and to that world and that universe. One of the best ones I've seen is this Avatar one. Dude, this one, because it's unexpected. You don't, some of them are very creative. They know what they have to do to switch up expectations. Bro, I know that edits are an active thing right now. They're trending, they're a very popular thing, but I still don't expect them to happen when they happen. And especially with this one from the Avatar Last Airbender.
Yes.
I forgot, dude, this is what Kendrick Lamar's For Free. Dude, they hit me right in the soul, because To Pimp a Butterfly and Avatar are maybe my two favorite things in those two formats. To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite album of all time. Avatar Last Airbender is my favorite show of all time. And they mixed these, and when this happened, dude, I almost cried.
Yes. So how'd you get that scar?
I interrupted, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot how good it was. Oh my God, chills. Oh my God, wait, let's go again. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Whew, I need to calm down. I need to see if I can contain myself while watching this for the second time. Let's try. Okay, rewind.
I thought I had lost my honor.
Dude,
And somehow my father
it's so good. The timing, do you see the timing, bro? The timing, the dialogue, the scenery, the cuts, everything is just perfect. It mixes every single thing you need to do perfectly. It mixes it all together. Dude, and him talking over him explaining it, it's literally him explaining himself. This could be a cut out of a show. Dude, if they put this in a show, that's literally how you introduce characters. This is character introduction 101. Who is this? IRL Byler? And he's done a lot of anime. And bro, obviously this is very inspired by anime. If I think like the Cowboy Bebop opening intro is also cut in a similar fashion. Just quick cuts, a lot of colors showing the characters. Animes usually do that. Animes are a lot of times the scenes cut together with the intro music. So I want to give credit where credit is due. I didn't research this. I don't research any of these videos. I'm just talking on my ass, whatever appears to me and whatever I perceive. That's just what I'm saying. Correct me in the comments gladly if you want to. I'm very interested. It's not that I'm talking on my ass and I'm convinced of myself. This is all just speculation. These are all theories, and I'm very open up to being corrected. I'm very open up to being wrong, because my main goal is to be right eventually, right? So if you know where this stems from, write it down below. I believe this comes from the inspiration through anime. These types of edits have existed for a long time. They're only now gaining popularity. And I remember seeing edits like this for like Naruto and Dragon Ball and stuff when I was younger on YouTube, just people cutting together their favorite animes and their favorite scenes. I was never really big into anime. They just don't really grab me like that. They don't really grab my attention. So I never really invested time into watching them, but I still think they look cool. The styles are really cool. The characters are really cool. The designs, the music, a lot of it's really cool. I just don't want to watch it all. So if you cut it all together into little short sections, I'm very glad, and I get the entertainment out of it either way. More giving credit where credit is due. This is all because of fandoms. I believe for the longest time that fans care more about these IPs than the creators usually do. I'm not saying the creators. I think fans care more about these IPs than the runners of these shows usually do, because the runners always have some sort of investor or whatever in their bag saying you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way, oh, you can't go that far with this thing, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a big reason why Marvel went downhill so badly. I think that's a big reason why a lot of these game franchises go bad. Assassin's Creed, I think that's why Assassin's Creed is kind of in the gutter now. I think a lot of these franchises, they just lose their touch because they literally lose their touch. They have more fingers involved that don't care about it. When it comes to these edits, it's 100% just a fan. It's just somebody who loves the medium, loves the IP, and they want to express their love for that thing. And they don't even need to create on top of it. They don't need to ask for any sort of copyright, licensing, anything. All they need to do is invest the time to pick out everything they want in the video. And then once they get all those things, they need to line it up. And editing, dude, I know editing takes hours for this. I've seen some people say that they spent 40 hours working on a single 30-second edit. Athletes, bro, basketball players, dude, it's just cool. Dude, it makes anybody look cool as fuck. Why? It makes like, bro, it's like the relationship between music and scenery, I don't even need to talk about it. For example, Iron Man coming into AC/DC playing in the first Avengers movie, beautiful. Thor coming in to that, beautiful. Those are my two direct, because most of my references are to Marvel, because Marvel has most references nowadays. Once you have 30 movies and 15 TV shows, it's kind of hard not to have every single reference. The mixture between scenery and music is unbeaten, and these edits, you can add it to anything and make it look awesome. What else we got here? WWE, same song again.
hopefully as uncomfortable as you possibly can be.
I hope you can listen.
Dude, it's like, what, who are these people? Okay, I'm lying. I know who John Cena is. Obviously, I know John Cena. I don't know who the other guy is. I don't know the story. I know that WWE has a story. I don't know anything about the story between these two characters, but from this one edit, I can tell what their relationship is.
I'm the greatest of all time.
There's one thing.
You're better than me. And one thing. You're the best bullshitter in the world.
Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall.
I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It explains everything you need to know. The one with John Cena, 4 million views. The Avatar one, 7 million views. You can't tell me that these aren't better marketing than any other. Dude, trailers on YouTube don't get this as seen as much. Trailers, and let me get into this for a second. Trailers have been destroyed over the past few years. Trailers for movies and TV shows suck ass. I'm not a professional, so I don't know what exactly you need to do in a trailer to make it efficient, but showing everything in the movie and explaining the entire movie and introducing every character in the trailer, guess what? I don't need to see the movie anymore. Why? Why spend 2 hours watching what I already know is going to happen? I saw a trailer a couple weeks ago, okay? The movie was about, I don't know the name of the movie. I'm going to put it in here somewhere.
Hey, what's up? It's me from the editing bay once again. Apparently this is becoming a pattern because since I improv all these videos, I forget a lot of information, or I get a lot of information wrong, or I just want to add stuff later on that I don't think about until I'm actually editing. And now I'm here to give a little bit of clarity. I searched extremely long to find this trailer, and I'm almost 100% certain it has been scrubbed from the internet because I cannot find it. I remember when seeing the trailer, the comments were full of people saying this trailer is the worst trailer I've ever seen, and the movie is gonna kind of suck now because this trailer is out. So I'm assuming that whoever produced the trailer took it down from the channel that it was on. If anybody knows, I'm gonna explain what the movie is in this. I don't know if I do a good job explaining it. If I would do a good job explaining it, or if I could, I probably would have found it at some point, but I couldn't. I could not find the trailer for the life of me. I looked through my entire YouTube history. I looked through a bunch of different Google searches using a bunch of different SEO terms. Like, I even asked my girlfriend if she remembered what I was talking about. She didn't remember that the topic was ever a topic we talked about. So, but since at the moment it seems like you can't go and look at this example yourself, I'll give a couple other ones. Another example where I've originally started hating trailers was Spider-Man being shown in the Civil War trailer. Ruined that entire surprise. Had they not shown that and you wouldn't have discovered it until your first viewing, or somebody talking about there's a big secret in the movie, kind of screwed the whole thing. Another example, also from the Marvel Universe, the Hulk being shown in the Thor Ragnarok trailer, completely dumb, super unnecessary. The only reason they did it was to be able to sell their Lego sets and whatever before the movie came out. It's all just for merchandise. One final example, Fast and Furious 10, the trailer, they just showed the entire cast, bro. And then like there's a bunch of surprises in the movie when you watch the movie. The trailer shows all of them. But that's it from Future Me. I'll pass you back to Past Me. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest. Peace.
There was a trailer for a movie where a girl finds her best friend's dead body, right? The best friend died, got killed, and she went looking for the best friend, and she found where he was. And then in the trailer, they show that she gets like a bunch of praise from news outlets. She's on interviews, she's doing all these things, events, talking to people about how she did it. And then at some point, you find out that she was the killer of the best friend, and that's why she was able to find the dead body. Why would you tell me this in the trailer? You just revealed the twist. That's like showing the trailer for Fight Club and at the end having Brad Pitt just disappear. Oops, he was never there. You have the other dude go, I guess he was in my imagination, just right before the trailer cuts out. Imagine you have 7, and at the end, Kevin Spacey, at the end of the 7 trailer goes, your wife's cut off head is in that box. The whole what's in the box thing wouldn't have happened.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
That being a meme wouldn't have existed. Why are trailers so ass now? Producers and managers of these movies, they believe that if the premise, the entire premise is interesting, that people will still go and sit through the entire interesting premise. No, the beginning needs to be interesting and the potential needs to be promising. You need to add the potential within the trailer. If you don't add any potential, there's no reason for me to go after that thing. Now I just saw it, it's like, okay, I guess the concept is cool. It's a cool concept. These are just concept trailers. If the actual movie exists, doesn't matter. The concepts are cool. And I already know the concept. I don't need to see it played out. And I don't remember how this connects to what I was saying before this because I spent so long looking for this shitty movie. Well, I don't even know if the movie's shitty. The trailer's shitty. I spent so long looking for the shitty trailer for a movie that's potentially shitty. That's the only potential left. There's no potential for any sort of twist or what's happening or character development. The only potential is for the movie to either be shitty or good. There is no really good. It's either shitty or okay. Now I spent enough time filling the space. I remember what I was connecting this to. These edits leave potential for whatever they are editing. They leave potential for the show or for the character, whatever, because they only show you a glimpse. They give you a glimpse into these characters and into these shows so that you think, oh, this actually looks really cool. Whatever's happening is really cool and really fun. Maybe I want to look into the show and see the entirety of it. This little bit isn't enough. The trailer can never be enough. A trailer should never be enough for you to be satisfied with whatever's happening. The trailer should be a tease. The trailer should be teasing you into wanting whatever is the trailer is revealing. I had to edit here about Snowfall.
Him, bodies.
Suspense, reveal, cinema,
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way
Showing the characters, emotion. You get what's going on. You understand what's going on, but you don't know too much. You know enough. You are introduced to the concept, and now you want to know how it develops. What's going on? Why is he in this position? Why is he angry and sad and having these outbursts? What's going on? You start to care about these characters. Dude, Spider-Man edits all over the place. I was getting edits about Sinners all over the place. A Billie Jean remix is also being used as an edit sound at the moment. The cut on the dunk. And the transition. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then Michael Jackson shows up. What the fuck is Michael Jackson doing here? Breaking Bad, a decade after the show comes out.
You want to cook crystal meth?
Cinema. Cuts.
This is art.
This is art. Literally.
Goddamn right.
Yes, you are. Dude, the overlays. Beautiful. What more do you want? This makes you want to see these things. Real Steel? I didn't know I had this.
Shell shocked like a Koopa Troopa. Everybody knows that I'm super Saiyan.
See, if you don't know these things, you're like, oh, this is cool as fuck. And that's the thing too. Certain people, if you're not really like into it, I'd say, like if you can still be satisfied by seeing that if you're not further interested in the concept, right? It introduces the concept, and then if you're not somebody who's like, if it doesn't intrigue you, if the concept doesn't pique your interest to where you want to go after it, then you're still satisfied with what you've gotten. The trailers for Creed never made me want to see Creed, ever. That edit of him punching on beat, that makes me want to see the movie. There's no way that's only with me. Because at the same time, a lot of stuff is coming out that gets zero marketing. Have a 13-year-old sitting in Wisconsin do an edit to the Black Panther Wakanda show and put that out as ads, you will get 10,000 times more people watching the show. You don't even need to make a huge marketing campaign. You don't need to make toys. You don't need to have a collab with some random influencer. You don't need to make your milk blue. All you need to do is have a concept, have somebody who loves that concept do something with it, and you'll have other people that love the concept, because the fans, these are all centered around fandoms. Fandoms love these IPs more than any executives love these IPs. So they know exactly what to do with them to make them attractive, because they see what makes it attractive. When these people who make the edits, when they're watching these shows, because I know how this works, I take pictures. When I see a set piece in real life, when you look at something from a specific angle, because the light is shining through the leaf to hit this rock at this perfect angle to where it just looks beautiful, and then you have a song in your head that fits whatever you're looking at right now. You take the picture, add the song, you have a product, because you know what you just saw. You may be the only person to see it that way, but now you're sharing it to other people who can't see it that way. So when these people are watching these shows and these movies, they're seeing it a certain way, and then they cut it together so that you see it how they see it. It's beautiful. It's art. It's beautiful. This is just me glazing edits. This is all I'm doing. It's untapped potential for marketing. Oh man, but this is, okay, this is where it becomes, ich bin unentschlossen. I'm conflicted because the moment these are commercialized, the quality will drop 10,000%. Because that's just how it works. The commercialization of anything ruins the quality. And the quality doesn't become piss poor, but it becomes super watered down, very forced, and it doesn't feel the same. I don't know if it's because it's incentivized, or like I said, then these investors and the executives have to put their fingers in it because their egos are too big to allow somebody else to do what they're supposed to be doing better. What they should do is have one of these 14-year-olds. And I don't want to be, okay, I've been saying that the whole time. I don't want to sound fucked up. It could be people that are older too, but it's just very common because younger people have the time and the talent and the resources to work on these things, because I feel like if you work a 9 to 5 and have children or whatever, it's much harder to do one of these that takes that much amount of time, because the payout is just not as rewarding as, you know, as an adult doing something that could potentially be more rewarding. I'm talking about on my ass again, but take one of these videos, contact the person that made them, and then either buy off that existing video or say, hey, if you make another video like this for us, we will buy that video off of you and present it. Do that. These people could be one-trick ponies, but that one trick is better than your 15,000 other tricks that you're trying to do with your ads. It's better than Duolingo getting into random beefs on the internet, or having a funeral for the Duolingo owl. It's better than any sort of AI that you're trying to push that's completely unnecessary and nobody needs. It's better than any collaboration you're doing with a celebrity nobody cares about. It's better than any eugenics trying to be pushed by any blonde girl. None of that marketing works better than this. Maybe the eugenics part does, because race issues are like the main driving point of society at the moment, but these edits are where it's at. I've always said that fans do better. I've been a Pokemon fan all my life. Pokemon fans are way better at designing Pokemon and worlds than the creators are. Nintendo sucks at Pokemon. They gave us the concept, let us do what we want with it. Every fan Pokemon game that comes out that mixes all generations within Pokemon Emerald, better than Pokemon Emerald and any Pokemon that came after that. The fans are better at these things. Not all of them. There are certain very talented creative fans that are better at these things that just don't have the access or the connections to get into these places to where they still would be restricted by the higher ups and the executives whose egos are too big to let them do what they have to do. The fans rule everything. The fans aren't in charge, but they are in control, if you get what I'm saying. And that's like that in most cases. The people in charge are not in control, because the people who are in control are the ones that if all the fans of anything just stop being fans, that thing is in the gutter. That thing doesn't exist anymore. The fans are the engine. The concept, the IP is the car. The fans are the engine. They're the brakes. They're the tires. They're the wheels. They're everything that makes the car a car. They are to thank for all of this. They are to be given credit. Please do not ruin this. I don't know. Where's the middle point? Where's the gray? It's a gray area. I want it to be used to do a better job at marketing my favorite things so that my favorite things can get more things. But at the same time, I don't want the quality to go away. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. Like I said, I'm conflicted. But yeah, I think that was enough time glazing all this. What was it? 40 minutes? I need to get on a call. But yeah, if you agree with me and think that the fans are doing a better job with these edits and marketing their IPs than the creators and the runners of these shows are, tell me down below in the comments what your opinion is. If you believe that the edits are kind of annoying and it's becoming too much, because I know a lot of things that become trendy become too much at some point, to the point where they're kind of aggravating. But I feel like this isn't the case because they tie the thing. Who is ever tired of seeing something that they love? If you like this video, please like down below, leave a comment if you want to share your opinion, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you next time. Peace. I'm gonna ask my girlfriend. I talked to her about it when it happened. I'm okay. Hey babes, do you remember when I told you about that movie, about the trailer where maybe I really am just bad at this. The trailer with the girl who gets praised for finding her friend's dead body, and she's made out to be like this big time detective, but in reality she's the one who killed the friend, and they reveal this all within the trailer, which makes watching the movie useless. Do you remember when I talked about this, and if I mentioned the name of the movie, or would you possibly know what the movie is? I'd appreciate any sort of help. Thanks. Thank you.